What's up, y'all? It's your girl S Food.
Chapel Harder.
It's your girl Latia.
This is DJ Nugget. Hotline.
This is Jasmine Ford.
King Nesbitt.
Trapway Kizzle.
Slan Cito.
Girl Tosh.
Rough Bone.
The jeweler.
Ludi boy. Yo, what up? It's your boy Wiz Khalifa, man. And I just kicked it right here. Smoked real big with the Burgh Boys.
Serving back to back, out the back with Marvin Bow. Like the next nigga to make it, I'm the first to blow. Niggas faking like Jamaicans, I don't want that smoke. Caught this nigga on camera, whipped him with the pole. Niggas fucking up, they flip. Nigga, what you sold? Eyes fuck.
What's up, everybody? It's your man DJ Motor Main, and this is the Burgh Boys. Shout out to my brother DJ Spills in the building.
What's up, everybody? Tuesday night. Glad to be back. Nice to see your ugly mug, Motor.
Yeah, Tuesday night show spot. I had to get my head right. I know I got the almond shaped head, but it's all good.
Shit.
It's all clean today. we got a special guest today. None other than Neam the Beam. Neam with the Beam.
What's the deal?
From Hazelwood. Let's get it.
What's the deal?
Not much, man. That's right. I wish I have the turntables. I probably could do it right through the speakers. No, but hey, Neam, man, how you been? You all right? How's quarantine treating you, bro?
Hey, man, I've been good. I just been chilling for real.
How so if we can, let's start at the beginning. So people that don't know, Motor already said you're from Hazelwood, right? Born and raised?
Yeah, born and raised in Hazelwood from the 48.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. And so growing up down there in Hazelwood, what were some of your like favorite memories growing up as a kid?
My favorite memories growing up as a kid, watching like every 4th of July, like my Uncle Ray, like he's like Fat Ray. People know him as Fat Ray.
Yeah.
And, like he's like did his thing every 4th of July, like every holiday. He's throwing block parties and stuff like that.
That's amazing, bro.
That's a dope memory, man. So you started out, when did you start rapping?
I started rapping like probably a year ago. That's when I first hopped in the booth. But like I just been like just spitting stuff to my friends like before that. And they was telling me to get in the booth before. So I finally hopped in the booth like last year and made Mifflin Block.
So I was gonna say real quick, Mo, like if you say you were always rapping around the homies, like how long were you rapping? Like 2 years maybe beforehand, and they was like, hey, do it, and you just never, you know what I mean? Like, or was it like a year? Like
probably like 2 years before I actually like did my thing.
Yeah. No, I was just curious because like you literally like once you drop, bro, like I've known your name for a long time. Like once you started dropping music, I instantly saw your name. What made you start getting into music? What made you start getting into it? Like seriously, besides your friends telling you?
Well, like growing up in Hazelwood, see, I grew up under like Chevy and them, but stuff like that. Like I live on the 48. Like he is my next door neighbor, so like watching them blow up and stuff, like that inspired me to do more, and like it showed me there's more than like the community.
Mm-hmm. Now your community is very rich in like family. Like there's a lot of families, even though y'all live close, a lot of y'all are related and stuff down there as well. Can you tell more about the culture of Hazelwood that's so great, because not everybody has been to Hazelwood.
You don't know about it if you haven't been there, for sure.
Well, like in Hazelwood, everybody's like family for real. We grew up as like brothers and sisters, like our aunts watching each other, our uncles watching each other, giving passing out dollars and stuff like that. Everybody called the same person uncle. Everybody called the same person aunt, type stuff like that. And like just watching everybody grow up, we grew up together for real. So like there ain't no way that we can like not like each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see that's like the complete opposite from like, a lot of the people, especially like where I come from, like suburbs of South Hills of Pittsburgh, like it's the complete opposite, bro. Like people are such savages. They're always out for themselves. And like, that's what kind of made me, like, I was so into like skating and music that like, that brought me to like all the homies from Swissvale, like Fran and from the Come Up, and you know I'm talking about Motor. And but yeah, that's that atmosphere you don't get it very often, you know, and it's definitely cool to see within a community for sure.
Now
Yeah.
it took your friends to tell you to get in the booth, but once you got in there, what like went off for you that like basically let you know like, all right, I could do this, I got this.
Well, like it's like my manager slash producer. Like he been pushing me to get in the booth. Like he like I don't know like and then like this like that Mifflin Block song. Once he heard it, he forced me to get in the booth. Like he actually paid for me and he like produced it for real, but like he didn't like go in there and produce it. Like he made sure like the producer did what he was supposed to do. He didn't just do anything to my song, you know.
Now you got a different sound. It's not one that everybody's doing. So like how did you come up with your sound? Did you kind of stumble on it, or was it something that you went in the booth with already?
I mean, I've been working on it like over time. Like I had to perfect my sound for real, for real. I had to love my voice for real. Like I had to like my voice. Like I had to go in there, listen to myself. I hear myself rap now. I'm hearing myself and I'm rapping at the same time. Like I gotta hear myself as I go. So now as I'm hearing myself, I see that I'm rapping more like myself for real, for real. Like I don't know, it's not hard no more. Like it's easier to push the words out.
Yeah,
That's because you speaking real shit, so it's easier for you to just spit it out. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
just comes out
Yeah.
real natural. That's so dope, man. That's so dope. I just saw the what was the newest video you just dropped? You had there was two. It was you and a feature.
Yeah, it's featuring Creek Bro too. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the code.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That
That
shit
joint's
was
crazy.
hard. That shit was hard.
Yeah,
That
he's
video.
nice.
Who did that video? Cause that video was tough.
Oh, it's my man's Tyler. They call him. Well, like his name is Tyler on IG, so like you ain't gonna be able to find him by his real name,
Yeah,
like what they call him. So that's what you look him up on IG as.
yeah.
Okay.
I would know, cause that shit was so far. I was watching that shit today.
Yeah, the code is one of my favorite jams. What's one of your favorite jams off of Neem Capone?
One of my favorite gems. I'm gonna have to go with "Speaking on Me."
Ooh,
And
Like,
tell us why. I mean, I've heard the jam, but for somebody who hasn't listened yet.
well, that's my favorite song because like I don't know, I freestyled the whole song, but like it tell you more about me for real, like how like if you really listen to what I say, then like you'll probably learn something for real about me, or like learn something about something else you needed to know.
Now, what one of the things that I like is that you use like the mafia um bravado, with Al Capone's picture and everything. What how do you feel like you related to that at all? Like what made you go with that?
Like the mafia, like how the monsters grew up. Like we grew
Hmm.
up or not. Like like we like the streets ain't like how the mob was. Like they're more organized, but like growing up in the streets, you gotta be like a little bit organized, and like you gotta be for your peers. And then that's like that reminded me of the mob for real, like how they be like for their peers. They all like go for each other
Yep.
until like a certain point they went for each other. But like the loyalty in the like relationship between them, that brought me to me and my guys for real. Like that's how I felt about my guys. Like loyalty and our relationship is like.
that's
That's
dope.
hard.
It's super dope.
So what would you say is going to be like the next video for you off this project?
I'm gonna either speak why I'm gonna do speaking on me or why, but like I think I'm gonna go with speaking on me because it's a solo song and like it's a good song. So like, and I'm gonna have a lot of people come out for it.
Word. Now,
Now
have
you
you
think
been seeing? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you said which ones were you gonna do? How
Speaking on me or why?
or why? Now what
Yeah.
about how? Did you shoot a video for that yet?
No, I ain't shoot a video to how yet.
Okay. All right. I was just wondering because I would love to see that, honestly. That'd be a dope video.
Yeah, True
That
Maze,
track's
he definitely be like keeping in touch, so we definitely could link up and do something.
yeah. No, that's super dope. I really like that track, absolutely. Me's has always been a legend around the city. Much respect to him.
Yeah.
Now you got music out that also wasn't on the tape. You got
Yeah.
a song that I think where did the track come from? I know the background, but I just want you to explain the background on it. You got a song with Wiz.
Oh yeah. So this one night we in a club party and I'm talking to Sledro. Sledro like, you might as well slide to the booth after with us. So like, I'm like, I ain't got nothing better to do. Why not go hang with Wiz Khalifa and them? You know, I might get on the song. So like, I was the first person there. Me and KH, we was there just writing. KH sent me a beat. He sent me a beat to like a love song for real, for real. I ain't never really get to work on it for real, but like I've been like working time by time on it. But we was just in there just writing. And then as soon as everybody came in, it was action time. So like as soon as they started going in, Sticks went in the booth. And then I think like Fed the Guard wanted to go in after me, but the song was like he said no, like they said recent after me. But like Fed the Guard told me to go in though. He told me to go in the booth right after Sticks. So I went in after the Sticks and just spat what I had, and they was liking it. So then, like Reese was like struggling on the chorus a little bit, so like Wiz stepped in and like took over his chorus.
Word,
Reese,
word.
yeah, he did his thing on that song. Though.
So that's how it became, and now you got that track. How was that night overall for you? Being able to be in the presence of Wiz, and then just being amongst your peers and being able
Yeah,
to
in
do
the
your thing.
studio. That's a good session for sure.
I mean, like we grew up. I grew up in Hazelwood, so like as he like blew up, I was in his videos and stuff before, like and stuff like that. But like as they went on tour, they got like more distant and stuff like that. So being around them again, it felt good.
Word, word.
That's what's
Now,
up.
is there anything that you took from that night, that you can apply to any of your future sessions?
Yeah, I seen how Reese was punching in. Like he punched in like with his ad-libs. He did sounds. He did ad-libs. He did his whole chorus. He did like he went over his track 3 times, like on just talking on it. Like he hummed a little bit on it, like stuff like that. Like I got that humming from him and stuff like that. And yeah, and then I realized that you should use your whole room. Like they like how Wiz was saying, like he said we got to use the room. Like everybody got to be in a booth, after one go in. If you want to make it better, why not?
Facts, facts. Definitely. So like would you go in a booth with like your homies and just have them like do certain shit too? Or you haven't done
Yeah,
that yet?
I do that sometimes. That's how me, Bundy, and Lenore made that one song. Like we all made that Y together, and like I always call my bros to the booth. Like
Yeah.
that's why I want to surround myself around for real. Like it's just good vibes, supposed to go weed, just chilling, just rapping.
Yeah, see that's what's crazy about that and the fact that you just brought that up, bro. I bought a track because of that exact reason. I was just in the booth and I was at the studio and like I was just giving my input on how I felt about a song. Next thing you know, they're like, Spills, get in there and just do like some ad libs. And I end up being on a fucking track. I'm like, yo, this ain't what the fuck? Like yeah. But no, it was because like 3 of my best friends were all in the studio and they're like, yo, just give it a different, like your sound will be different than ours. So like go say it. Like and I was like, all right, cool. Funny as hell.
Yeah.
No, so
Now,
what do you
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. So what do you have going on? I know he said about what video you're gonna shoot next. Are you working on any singles or another project for after this? Like what?
I actually have I got a 4 little song EP coming out. I did it with like a studio, so like I'll get like free studio time and stuff like that. But like I've been messing with the the engineer down there, Dan Love. He was cool. So like I said, why not?
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
So you got another EP coming out. We want to keep pressing this one, Neem Capone. And I was gonna ask you too. I want to give you a chance to talk your shit a little bit. So, is there anything, like that you see that you want to speak on? Just anything you want to say to the people directly, you know what I'm saying, that view this about yourself?
Well, yeah. Well, like when I first started off, like a lot of people wasn't like really liking what I was doing for real. Like they wasn't liking my sound or nothing, but they wasn't helping either. So like I left their input out because they wasn't helping. But the people that did help and like they told me about myself and stuff, like, and they helped me get better. I do appreciate them a lot. But like I really appreciate my producer / manager G Millie though. He been getting me through a lot of this music stuff. He been telling me like to keep my composure, like when stuff go down, like when I ain't on people's mixtapes and stuff like that. Like he been telling me like just leave it be, and just keep doing you. And when you shine, you're gonna shine. So I already know. I believe in you.
Yep. That's great advice because nobody really wants to be the bearer of bad news, and it's not necessarily bad news, but like there's gonna be shit that you go through in the music business that you ain't gonna like, that's gonna rub you the wrong way. Yep. But as long as you, like you said, keep your composure and just keep doing you, everything will be, everything's gonna come to you. As long as you're working, it's gonna come.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like you said, you've been able to witness a lot of stuff come out of the neighborhood and a lot of success. It's right there for you to take. It's right there in arm's reach. So from us to you, man. Anything we could do to help you, share your video, whatever, DM us the link. Fucking, we'll blast that shit out, bro. Anytime. You already know.
Good looks.
No problem. No problem. Well, we appreciate you coming in and talking to us. We definitely want to have you on again soon when you drop the next video project, whatever.
Yeah, and when we're in person, when we can get back down to the studio, we're gonna have you come down, and I think we're gonna do something.
We'll have the vibes right. Yeah, we'll have the vibes right.
Yeah, I already know.
Quarantine, Corona got everything on hiatus, so sort of, so to speak. So we doing it from our respective cribs and everything, but definitely plan to have you in studio when we can.
Yeah, that's what's up. I want to be there with y'all for real too.
Yeah, bro.
Sure.
This was a good conversation.
Sipping, just chilling, bro. Just hanging out. Yeah, that's
no doubt. We definitely gonna have you in. Hopefully, Flack is available when we are in studio.
We don't even know where Flack is. Like Flack's the third host with us. We have no clue where he is. Haven't even heard from him. I hope he's okay.
Smoked out somewhere.
Backwoods after backwoods.
He done rolled too many backwoods.
Fell off his couch.
I can't blame you.
All right, facts. All right, bro. We be safe. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, man.
Before you go too, tell us what jam you want us to bump off that Neam the Beam. Neam with the beam for everybody. Bump the code. I bet. Yeah, that's that one too. That's that one. All right, G, you stay safe and we'll be in touch.
Thanks, Neam.
Y'all too.
again, and we're live. It's your man DJ Motorman with my brother DJ Spills. The Burgh
How you
Boys.
doing? It's the Burgh Boys, Tuesday night. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate it.
Tuesday night chill spot, and we got our special guest, my brother Dave Anderson, Mr.
Spills?
412,
Mr. Ford to himself. Oh man.
What's good? Hey, I
Oh.
appreciate
owner
you
of
having
BBQ
me on,
Chicken
man. Thank you.
University.
Barbecue
Sorry.
chicken.
Yo,
Yes, sir.
yo. So you gotta explain this to us, man. How did you come up, excuse me, with the name BBQ Chicken University?
So, one of the days we were out back, it was just me and Ty and Dorian. I think Jay Moore was there too, and this is when it was really starting to kind of get big. And they were like, "Yeah, man, like, what's our name? Do we got a team name?" And I'm like, "No, we ain't got no team name, but I think Barbecue Chicken University got a good sound to it. What you think?" They're like, "All right, let's do it." They just rolled with it, man. So, I got the barbecue chicken alert from when I played semi-pro ball, so I used that for talking trash, and I just kind of mashed that together, and that's where it came from, man.
That's tight, man. That's super
great.
tight.
That's so great.
So for everybody that doesn't know, you were talking about your son and then your homie and his son.
Yeah. Shout out Taco Ty and my boy Ty Johnson, man. Everybody probably know him from when he worked down Sneaker Villa. You know what I'm saying? He, my boy Ty's son. I coached him at Woodland Hills for a couple seasons. So him and my son Dorian got really tight. So whenever he moved to Penn Hills and we got during this pandemic, he's like, "Yo, I see that you got the speed and agility going on. My son need parts." I'm like, "Man, bring him through." Because I knew that was going to get Dorian's juices flowing because he ain't like it at first, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now I seen like the first videos, like you said, it was just you and you and Dorian in the backyard, and then it progressed. It went from Dorian
It
to
flowered.
your homie, and then
Yeah,
it progressed to a few more kids. Talk about that moment when you really started getting, some heads.
Oh man, when the moment was when they called the cops on us. To be real, man, like we had a good 12 kids in the line. Whenever you look at the footage from when the cop came, and that's when I realized, all right, you know what? Maybe I was a little out of pocket. I got like 12 kids out here. This is getting crazy. Like it's supposed to be a pandemic, but I kind of ran with the NWO because it was like, man, fuck a pandemic, man. We're gonna get this working.
Yeah.
We're gonna get out here regardless. And then my son got invited to a nationals tournament for 7-on-7. And we was on lockdown for like 4 months, man. He wasn't ready to go out to no Vegas and compete. So we had to get to work, and that work just got contagious, man. Everybody wanted to get a part of it. So
And see that's the other thing too, is like you're working with the youth. So like these kids don't need to be cooped up inside fucking doing, nothing. Like you got them out there, you got them exercising, they're doing great things, like they're working for a better purpose. Like that's
and a lot of these kids, a lot of the kids, they don't even play football.
Right.
So they're just there just because they want to try to get better. Try to figure out what it is they actually want to do.
Right.
So for us to be able to provide that opportunity for them to find themselves. I know when I was a kid, I was playing 4 or 5 different sports at the Boys and Girls Club. I'm a product of that. So always staying busy, always into something. AAU, we were traveling. So like a lot of these kids never even been out of Pittsburgh. So we want to try to keep pushing the envelope here to get these kids the most experience possible, man.
That's awesome, man. And you were saying Woodland Hills, so like you were coaching in that area too?
Yeah, I was on the youth level, coaching for the Twerps. My son was on the team, and
oh, that's great.
I got the privilege to coach a lot of great kids that are playing on different teams now, and to see their maturation, to see them develop is beautiful, man.
Oh, that's a fantastic football school district for sure. It's fantastic.
So, yeah, no doubt, man. And, they bleed it over here, man. It's like a culture. You know what I mean?
I'm like really close friends with Franchise.
Yeah, that's my dog, man.
That's like one of my best friends. So,
Shout out Fran, man. He's the AD over at Stowe Rocks, man. Like he's doing things, bro. I've always looked up to Fran.
Yeah. Yep. That's crazy.
Don't mind my kids in the back.
Oh, I see him running, bro, back and forth.
They like a
I'm waiting.
cartoon. There's
I'm waiting for the.
one taller one and a smaller one than the
I'm waiting for the
smallest one.
BBQ kids to start rolling in here like it was raining. What are y'all doing?
So yeah, you said what? They're today. It's obviously Tuesday night, and they're practicing, and it's
Yeah.
raining. So you guys just had to call it off, then I guess.
Yeah, Coach Jay Moore's up there getting the kids together. I'm sure they're sorting it out and trying to get parents notified so they can come back and pick up their kids.
Yeah.
What
that's tough.
so what's the normal hours you guys usually go?
Right now, we've been doing this Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We plan on kind of slowing it down a little bit going into the school year because I know a lot of kids are going to be transitioning into doing school online. So
Yeah.
we're also trying to find a way to bridge the gap on that as well with providing computer literacy classes. I do IT. That's what I do is my regular job. So I got a couple IT homies that we're going to try to do some Zoom meetings and walk some kids through some basic tutorials, how to send an email, how to search the web. A lot of these kids already know how to do that, but when it comes to learning, like we're gonna have to adjust now because this new wave after COVID, man, like a lot of kids don't really know how to use a computer. So that's going to affect their schoolwork. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to find a way to, be innovative to not only touch on the athletic part of it, but also the, the academic part as well. Because that's very, very important. And I stress that to my own kids.
Oh yeah.
Definitely,
Absolutely.
definitely. Especially with, it being uncertain if all kids are gonna go back. I mean, it's still up to the parents' choice. I haven't me and my wife haven't really decided if we want our son to go back to the
Yeah.
school. I really
And that's
don't,
and that's tough for
but
you too, because your wife's a teacher too, so that
right.
makes
So
it
she
tough too.
has to go, but like, we
Yeah.
don't
No,
wanna
that's
we don't
yeah.
necessarily want to send him because then
Yep.
they gotta sit with mask on all day and all that. So
Yeah. They're going to come back with different masks on. You going to leave with
yeah,
Scooby-Doo,
Hey
come
guys,
back with a Pokemon.
I was
right. We were
I was
trading masks.
Right? Like we did with Pogs back in the day. Like
exactly. Pogs. Who got the
my bad
best
for
slammer?
exposing my age, but we grew up on that, man.
Hey, I'm right there
Yeah,
with you.
man.
I'm right there, bro. I'm right there. The Pogs, the best slammer. I always try to find the best slammer. No, that's funny.
Yeah, man. That was the stuff back in the day, bro.
Funny as heck. No, so the you this whole you guys have food and stuff too. Like that was part of it.
Oh
That was
no, we,
part
we,
of.
we actually we held a scholars party for all of our kids that were on the honor roll. So
Okay.
we put something together, a little party. We actually threw a little flag football game, and that actually is going to transition us into our next venture. We're actually going to be throwing a free flag football league over here in our area. So signups will be available on the website bbqu412.com. We're just trying to, the Boys and Girls Club's closed. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to find a way to provide that same type of, structure and energy for these kids, regardless if, COVID-19 is out there or not.
Yeah.
Now, have you been given because I heard you speak about the cops being called on you. Like, was there any instructions or safety precautions
Like
that you had
guidelines.
to
Yeah.
that you had to set out for the kids, or were you guys already pretty much set when it came to that?
I mean, as far as safety precautions, man, I mean, we were adjusting at that point, because everything was growing so rapidly. From going from my backyard to now over at the Black Ridge Civic Association field. Now we're able to socially distance workout. So now we have more of a friendly environment for kids to
Right.
come and work out and still get the work in, still get that team atmosphere, but limited contact. That's what Coach Jay Moore has done a phenomenal job with making sure that they're doing that every day. They're practicing that every day, and with working on our backyard, man, we were getting so big that we ran out of space.
Right.
So it was only right that we found somewhere else and tried to get bigger, and now we're going to try and take over the world.
That's great, man. That really is. It's a it's a true like almost fairy tale kind of story. You know, you go from your little
Facts.
backyard to just like you know, you got to get time over at the other local field now. Like pretty soon it's going to be big enough to where you guys are going to have camps for certain age groups at certain times. Like it's going to, yeah, like that's incredible, man.
It's
Do you
been
guys?
it's been amazing, man. It's been a it's been a journey as far as trying to just step up, man. Just this is something that me and my whole staff are really trying to adjust to. You know, we all have our own families that obviously we're taking care of, but now that we've spent this summer with these kids, we want to do more.
Right.
Because you see how much positivity that you're bringing towards the table. So it's like we got to find ways to try to keep that thing going. And a lot of my resources that I've accumulated over the years from playing sports, just from being me, even with the rapport that I had with Motor, the support.
Oh, we got a quick pause. We just lost him for a quick second. While we're waiting on him to come back, we got a GoFundMe for BBQ Chicken University. So everybody, please check that out. Donate whatever you can. Anything is appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. GoFundMe.com / I think it's BBQ-Chicken-University. So, yeah, dude. I mean, this story is just absolutely no. It's a fantastic thing that they have going on, dude. I am
Definitely.
I'm actually really dumbfounded by it because, it's something that it is so achievable.
Right. But you don't
and,
think of, like, that's the thing. You don't be thinking about these type of things until they happen, or somebody else does it.
And he's genuinely doing it for not only his kid, but the community,
Right.
And you could just tell the kind of guy he is. I mean, let's go, look, he's donated his time to coach at the youth level for the Terrapins,
Right.
And from, franchise the rapper, it's like his kids played through that, growing up. I used to watch them in their uniforms all the time, the Terps. Like it's great, dude. It's fantastic. I used to grow up. All my rare buddies we used to hang out all the time over there in Swissvale. It was so much fun. I miss that. Miss the good old days.
I hope we can get him back so he can tell the story about the getting the cops called on him, because it's actually a funny story.
Yeah, it's super funny, dude. Super funny story.
Because
yeah.
Okay, word. So
Thank
everything
you.
can so the link for the GoFundMe is also in the chat
on
if
YouTube.
If you're in our YouTube chat live right now, you can click on that GoFundMe link and donate right there directly to BBQ Chicken University. We appreciate everybody who's donated and who's tuned in and everything.
Hey Chris, I just went to look at us. I just went and looked at us live, and Motor, I don't know if you know this, but he put a BBQ Chicken logo down there. In our actual stream.
Oh,
so
that's hard.
Yeah, it's super hard, dude. The logo's just plopped up down there when we were talking to him. We got him.
We're salivating at what our producer has done for us live.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right.
We get new stuff every week. We're excited about.
Yeah.
BBQ Chicken alert.
BBQ Chicken alert.
Is he back? Oh, there you go. Wait.
Yo, sorry.
It was like so. Right? Have you seen this man? If you have seen this man, please call the authorities.
Hey, I'm fucking weak.
Yo, it stopped on him like smiling. All right, wait.
Oh, it's trying.
It's trying real hard.
It's buffering. We call this buffering in the technology industry.
Loading, buffering. Bruh, it sounds so funny. It's just like.
The best part about this is like He's like me.
Oh,
He's
family
like
went
me.
out.
He's like me, bro. We're IT dudes, so when this shit happens to us, it's like,
Come on, man.
yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, that's but. Um,
Oh, you know what?
well,
On that note, hold on.
Miller Lite.
Hey, Miller Lite, you still haven't sponsored me.
Yeah,
I would like a sponsorship. For the
we'll put
Burgh
your
Boys.
logo on our live. Come on.
Like, can't you just put like the Burgh Boys logo like right here in this little red spot, just for like one shipment? Yeah,
Right.
Pittsburgh release or something. I mean, I need something.
Well,
Oh shit.
hopefully we get him back. If we don't,
Hey yo, hey, you know what we might as
we
well do right
appreciate it.
now? You know what we might as well do now?
What?
Let's shout out BBQ Chicken
Yes,
University. And then second off, Mr. 412 himself.
definitely.
Dave
Shout out to
Anderson.
Dave Anderson, my boy.
Yep.
Shout out to Barbecue Chicken University,
And then
Mr.
also,
412, all of the kids, all of the parents. Oh, they
yeah.
had a power outage over there. He said.
Oh, that's
Dang.
terrible.
So hopefully their power comes back on. I mean I guess it came back on and
Yeah. We'll
maybe
get them.
they're still getting it back on and everything. But
Wi-Fi
yeah,
is trash over there for right now until that comes back.
he said
That's
torrential downpours.
he did, yeah. I mean, he was well aware of it. No, but I was gonna say we got to shout out Neam with the Beam. Make sure you follow Neam with the Beam. We appreciate him for checking out. The Burgh Boys tuning in with us, hitting us up, getting on here.
Neem
And
Capone is on all platforms, so go check that out. Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you use.
yeah, absolutely, all of them, all of the above. And so Mo, if we can, let's go to NBA's back, bro. We haven't. What's going on?
NBA's back.
How you feeling?
Life in the bubble is smooth for the Lakers fans. We finally clinched first in the West. So going into the playoffs, we got the number 1 seed. I'm excited about that. As a brand new Lakers fan, really I'm a LeBron fan, so I wouldn't even call myself a Lakers fan, but I like the
Ooh,
Lakers too,
shit.
though. But as a brand new Lakers fan, um, I'm excited because I know that the history of the Lakers has been on a downpour for the past 4 or 5 years. They ain't been to the playoffs, so new playoff blood. I'm excited about that. Other than
I'm
that,
ready. You catch me
yeah, man.
yawning over here about the Lakers. I'm okay. You can
Yeah.
have
So
it.
who are you looking for to come out of this bubble restart, NBA restart?
I just want to see the guy who I can't pronounce come out of it.
Giannis
Giannis.
Antetokounmpo. You
Yeah,
know
that
they lost today
I
to a
did. I
really
saw
bad
it.
team.
I did see that. And it did don't why did you bring it up? You just crushed
Well,
me.
you said NBA restart.
Sorry. I got my drum set up over here. See it? You want to come jam, bro? Come jam.
Oh yeah, I'm with it.
Look, I even got the producing stuff set up too. Look at
Oh
that.
yeah.
And I got the
You
turntables.
about to be over there like chocolate rain.
I should set up some lights and just like go crazy.
Just go crazy in there.
Yeah. I got no shirt on. I'm just sweating.
Just go in there and sweat. Put the blue light on and just vibe out.
you're funny as hell, dog. No, because the funniest
um,
thing is I caught myself. I was jamming the other day to some George Benson, and I'm like, and a person was walking up the street. Who's one of the neighbors we know, and they stopped. And they're like, "Wait, you played at George Benson?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm surprised you knew that."
George Benson, man, that's some classic Pittsburgh right there.
Yeah, it is.
For
Facts.
yins that don't know. Oh, speaking of Pittsburgh and speaking of yins, so there was what's going on in Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh social media, or specifically Pittsburgh Twitter. They were talking about
Dark place.
Pittsburgh
It's a dark
and
place.
how people talk here.
It's a
So I
dark
guess
place.
like not everybody from Pittsburgh says yins, obviously.
Yins,
Um
y'all.
yeah, and all of that stuff. So they've been talking about it. I've even seen Joy Taylor speak on it, and she was like, "That's just I'm from Pittsburgh. That's the way we talk." But yeah,
Another Woody
Pittsburgh.
High. That's a Woody High person right there too.
Yeah, see, we got some people from here, and if you don't know who Joy Taylor's brother is, you
Jason
might want to go check the Miami Dolphins
rosters.
because the man was a beast,
He was a beast, dude.
and he's from
Unreal.
Pittsburgh as well. So we got some people from here that really get it done, man.
They
Shout out
do.
to Aaron Donald, MVP. He needs to get MVP next, but
I mean,
defensive player of the year, what, 2-3 years in a row,
hey,
all
I'll tell
pro
you
every
what.
year.
They gave him some other. He got some other accolade recently from the NFL.
Yeah, he deserves
I forget what it
MVP.
is. I think it was the defensive, but I could be wrong. I don't,
Yeah, he
like I
got
said, I don't
defensive
keep up with that.
twice. But I tell you this: if his team makes it in the playoffs and goes to the Super Bowl finally, and I ain't gonna say this year, I'm gonna just say period. If they
Yeah,
go,
as long as he's
he's
there.
still playing at the level he's playing, I think they'll
Yeah.
give him MVP.
Mhm.
Only thing that sucks about that is though they don't base it off of playoffs. It's based off of the regular season. So with
Correct.
that being said, I feel like she should be a shoe in.
I mean, it's almost like a given. That would be like a James Harrison on a Steelers when he's killing
He
everyone.
impacts the game at a high level every week.
No, yeah.
Whenever you see him as a green on the depth chart, you know he's
I
ready to
couldn't
go. You gotta try to stop him.
I couldn't agree more, man. I could not agree more. Shouts to Liverpool. I know Christo's excited, ecstatic. Liverpool is champions over there at the Premier League, so it's pretty dope. FA Cup. I don't know who won that. I actually don't know, but there's been a bunch of stuff. I'm liking the sports coming back. The Penguins don't look that good though. I don't know if you've
Don't.
watched any of those games, but
Neither do the Pirates. The Pirates look
Pir-
really bad.
don't go there. 'Cause
Bro, it's
I
almost been
think
to the
I
point
think
where I wanted
no.
to bet against them every game.
Yeah, and you want to do that, and whenever I say don't do it because they just lost, they're going to win this game. They end up winning.
Right.
Yeah, I'll tell you. And so that FA Cup, I forgot. It was Arsenal that ended up beating Chelsea in the FA Cup. It's a crazy stat for Arsenal. They got 14 wins in the FA Cup. Like total titles in the FA Cup. And the FA Cup is not just like a bunch of little squads. It's a bunch of big squads from like that shit's
Liverpool's Mo Salah, right?
Liverpool won the
Mo Salah played for
yes,
Liverpool.
yes,
Okay,
but Liverpool won the Premier League this year, and they haven't won it in 30 years. And their theme song is never like Never Walk Alone, like You'll Never Walk Alone. And there's like a song, I forget who sings it. It's a huge song. It actually was in a skate video. That's the first time I even heard the song. But that they based that song off there, and they all sing it, Liverpool. But yeah, this 30-year win for Liverpool is huge. That FA Cup win for Arsenal is huge. It's insane, dude. This whole NHL thing, we're down to like a tournament now. Playoffs got canceled. Everything's been delayed, destroyed from all this.
Crazy. I am excited that we got sports back. I'm happy that we got sports back. I'm not happy about the COVID cases, especially in baseball, because I don't feel like they really did a good enough job of keeping,
No, I mean those guys are
kind of
traveling.
hard though. Yeah, I was going to say it's kind of hard when you're traveling.
You're still traveling every week, going city to city, even if you're on private jets for the team that you're flying with. The problem is when you get back to where you're going and there is off time, those people were able to go do whatever they were doing. And the people that are around them, you can't control. You can only control a certain string amount of people. You know what I mean? Like you can't go out 2 chains and tell the kids and the parents of the players to do what they want to do. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna let them play, you're gonna have to let them play. But these test results don't come back quickly. Everything is just a delayed process, dude. It's very, very difficult. It really is. And I don't know when to expect to see people in stadiums. I saw The one pirate game, they had people. They were selling tickets for. They were almost like $800 a ticket to sit in the grandstands outside of Wrigley Field when we were playing
Wow.
and you could only they only sold like 12, 15 tickets, and there's probably 100 seats up there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
so it was ridiculous to see. Like,
$800.
oh yeah, it was astronomical, dude. And you're sitting. So basically,
Nosebleed.
well, you're not in the stadium. Technically, Wrigley's field, the outfield will end here, and then like PNC does.
Yeah.
Imagine where the river is at PNC.
Yeah.
Where the river starts, there's a street in between the baseball field and where the river would be, and over there's another building, and on the top of that building, they built stands that they can sell and make money for extra
Oh,
seating. So
wow.
it would be like being on a hotel across the
I
river.
mean, it kind of defeats the purpose if you ask me, though. Why don't they just let them in the stadium?
I know, it's the same thing. It's just not. It's not in the
It's not
stadiums.
yeah, like it's
like-
not enclosed in the stadium, but it's almost like, all right, well, there's
Yeah.
COVID in there. There's not COVID over in here.
Right. Yeah. And like most of the people had masks on, but you could see them. They're all spread out. There's like X's on all these certain seats, and then you see like people are obviously the masks are like off, and they're just eating, chunking down chicken wings, drinking a beer. Yeah.
I like how NBA looks.
I like that.
Quarantine.
The virtual
I don't
background.
necessarily. I'm not really like happy about the NHL though. It looks crazy.
Yeah.
Like when you see our
Doesn't look. It's not
our
appealing.
stadium, like it just our arena looks crazy with no fans in there. Like, hockey, people are banging on the glass, and you see
intense.
people excited, and you see
Throwing
people
shit.
upset, and like there's just no one in there, bro. Like it looks wild, but I can't lie. I'm excited. I'm just happy that the sports is back. I hope that next year we do get back to normal.
I do too.
But it's gonna be a
Sooner than
long,
later.
hard road because I'm hearing that the second wave is really gonna hit bad.
Yeah. It
And
should.
and speaking of hitting bad, on another note, prayers to Lebanon, prayers to the people in Lebanon.
Absolutely.
There was a crazy explosion over there in Beirut.
Guess two. It was like two big explosions. They said.
Yeah.
And
I think there was like a storage that had weapons in it or something.
And
And
they
that
did.
blew up.
They blew up, man. Killed a
And
bunch of people.
there's over 70 something deaths so far reported. So
No, dude, there's gonna
prayers
be.
to the people over there.
I'm not gonna.
Super sad.
I don't want to. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but like it's gonna be detrimental. Like that death
Oh
toll
yeah.
is gonna go up.
You seen how the video? If you seen the video,
Oh,
you can see the aftermath is probably crazy.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
It almost looked like a nuclear blast.
It did.
You muted
I
yourself.
muted myself. Yeah, I muted myself.
He said.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
So while Spills takes a quick break, man, please like, subscribe to our YouTube. We're live every Tuesday right here, the Tuesday night chill spot with the Burgh boys. If you are looking right now, that's the picture, a view of the Lebanon explosion. Prayers to the people up in Lebanon, the survivors, the families of the survivors, and the families of the ones that were lost. Unfortunately, super sad. But prayers go out to those people, and make sure y'all go and check out Neam with the Beam. His new project, Neam Capone, is out on all platforms, Spotify, Tidal, whatever you guys like to use, as well as the GoFundMe we have in the chat, the live chat for BBQ Chicken University. Please go donate. And check them out. They have a great story, great things going on. And he has a football